scent of sawdust, and the sight of a growing scrap pile in the garage usually signal the end of a project. But those leftover bits of timber are actually the beginning of something magical. Instead of letting quality wood go to waste, we can transform those awkward offcuts into recognizable, charming sculptures that breathe personality into every garden corner. Today, we are turning discarded planks into enchanting outdoor treasures right here on Home Yard Makeover. Using those leftover pallet slats is a fantastic way to bring a permanent sense of sunshine into your garden regardless of the weather. You will want to cut several slats into pointed petal shapes, ensuring they are roughly the same length to maintain a pleasing symmetry. Once you have a generous pile of petals, arrange them in a radiating circle around a thick, dark-stained circular wooden disc that serves as the heart of the flower. Seeing the golden tones of the wood catch the afternoon light provides an incredible sense of accomplishment for any DIY enthusiast. This sculpture stands tall among your green hostas, offering a bold burst of texture that requires zero maintenance over the seasons. It is a testament to how simple geometric cuts can transform discarded shipping materials into a high-end piece of garden art that naturally sparks conversation. If you have a sheet of scrap plywood gathering dust in the garage, it is the perfect candidate for a sleek, modern animal silhouette. Begin by sketching a sitting fox with clean, geometric lines that emphasize its pointed ears and bushy tail before carefully following the path with a jigsaw. Sanding the edges smooth is crucial here, as it allows the natural beauty of the wood grain to shine through without any distracting splinters. A few strategic swipes of burnt orange paint on the tail and ears add just enough character without overcomplicating the minimalist aesthetic. Placing this fox along a stone pathway or nestled into wood chip mulch creates a charming surprise for anyone wandering through your backyard. The result is a sophisticated piece of decor that feels intentional and artistic rather than a simple weekend craft project. Capturing the cozy spirit of a cottage garden often starts with unique lighting that feels integrated into the landscape. You can achieve this by assembling 4 triangular frames from thin reclaimed wood strips and joining them at a single point at the top. This open-air pyramid design allows the light to breathe while providing a sturdy, geometric housing that protects a central candle or a string of fairy lights. Hanging these lanterns from low-hanging tree branches creates a magical atmosphere as the sun begins to set and the shadows grow long. The weathered texture of the reclaimed wood blends seamlessly with climbing roses or ivy, making the structure look like it has been part of the garden for years. It is a simple build that adds a sophisticated layer of height and warmth to your outdoor sanctuary. Creating a sense of whimsy often involves playing with textures, and this layered hedgehog project is a masterclass in using tiny offcuts effectively. Start with a simple teardrop-shaped wooden base to serve as the body, then begin gluing dozens of small, jagged wood scraps in overlapping rows. This process mimics the look of prickly spines and gives the piece a wonderful three-dimensional quality that feels alive and tactile. Applying a dark stain or a light charring with a torch helps define each individual spine, making the creature pop against the green backdrop of your flower beds. Tucking this little fellow under a flowering azalea bush or inside a mossy corner adds a touch of personality that delights visitors of all ages. It proves that even the smallest scraps of wood have the potential to become something truly endearing. Transforming old fence planks into a soaring butterfly is a rewarding way to add vertical interest to a plain garden shed or a bare brick wall. You will need 4 weathered slats, cut into symmetrical wing shapes that highlight the natural cracks and knots of the aged timber. By attaching these wings to a central body made from a carved branch, you create a rustic piece of folk art. The beauty of using reclaimed fencing is that the wood has already been seasoned by the elements, giving the butterfly an authentic, silvery gray patina. Mounting it at an angle makes it appear as though it is about to take flight, adding a dynamic energy to the quietest corners of your yard. This project is a perfect example of how structural waste can be reimagined into a graceful garden focal point. A chunky 4x4 post scrap might look like junk to some, but with a few simple additions, it becomes a stoic guardian for your garden. The key to this project is the eyes, which are made from thin cross-sections of a small log to create large, soulful circles. A small triangular wedge of wood attached just below the eyes serves as the beak, completing the iconic owl expression with minimal effort. Perching this blocky owl on top of an old tree stump or a stack of rocks gives it a commanding presence among the ferns and shade-loving plants. The heavy, solid nature of the post ensures it stays put through wind and rain, aging beautifully over time as the wood develops a natural silver hue. It is a quick, satisfying build that brings a touch of woodland magic to any backyard. Nothing says whimsical quite like a cluster of wooden mushrooms peeking out from a bed of forest floor ground cover. To build your own, find a sturdy branch segment to act as the stem and top it with a larger, slightly domed log slice. Securing the 2 pieces together with a long screw creates a durable structure that can withstand the outdoor elements throughout the entire year. A vibrant coat of red paint topped with crisp white polka dots transforms the rustic wood into a classic fairy tale icon. These mushrooms look best when grouped in different heights and sizes, creating a miniature fairy ring near the base of a large tree. It is an incredibly simple project that brings a playful, storybook quality to your garden landscape with very little financial investment. The dragonfly is a symbol of grace, and you can replicate its slender form using long, thin strips of cedar or pine. By attaching 4 of these slats to a central wooden dowel, you create a lightweight and elegant silhouette that captures the essence of this garden visitor. Mounting the entire assembly on a thin metal stake allows it to sway gently in the breeze, adding movement to your flower beds. Because the slats are so thin, they catch the light beautifully, especially if you apply a light exterior sealer to highlight the wood's natural warmth. Placing several of these dragonflies among tall lavender or sage creates a sense of life and activity even on the stillest days. This project successfully balances the ruggedness of wood with the delicate, airy nature of the insect it represents. If you have a few pointed fence pickets left over from a project, they are already halfway to becoming a colorful garden tulip. By fanning out 3 pickets and joining them at the base, you create a recognizable floral shape that adds height and structure to your garden. These wooden flowers are especially useful for adding color to vegetable patches or areas where real flowers struggle to grow. Painting them in bold, saturated colors like bright red or sunny yellow ensures they stand out against the surrounding greenery. Unlike real blooms, these wooden tulips stay vibrant all year long, providing a cheery landscape even during the bleakest winter months. They are a fun, durable way to experiment with color and shape without the commitment of traditional gardening and planting. Building a textured wood turtle is a brilliant way to use up those irregular, chunky wood offcuts that are too small for other projects. Start with an oval plywood base for the body, and then meticulously glue the various wood chunks onto the surface to create a domed, mosaic-style shell. This layering technique adds incredible depth and visual interest, making the turtle look like a carefully crafted sculpture. Positioning this turtle near the edge of a small garden pond or a rocky stream bed enhances the naturalistic feel of your outdoor space. The variation in wood types and grains across the shell creates a beautiful tapestry of brown and tan tones that blend perfectly with aquatic plants. Finishing this project offers a deep sense of satisfaction, knowing that every single scrap of wood was put to good use. From the geometric elegance of a plywood fox to the rich, layered textures of a mosaic turtle shell, these projects prove that a little creativity can turn industrial waste into high-end garden art. There is a profound sense of satisfaction in looking across your landscape and seeing handmade characters that tell a story of sustainability and artistic vision. If these upcycled ideas inspired you to head to the workshop, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We would love to hear which of these whimsical creations you plan to build first in the comments below.